What's up, fam? This is Adrian Knox of Knox Legacy Group, brokered by Visions Realty Co. here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, man. We're live and in living color, and we want to introduce y'all. Listen, y'all. Listen. I want to introduce y'all to our first episode of Faith and Focus. Our first episode of Faith and Focus. I know I'm going live, but listen, I need you to hear me and hear me well, man. There are a lot of people in this world that do not know what their purpose is. There are a lot of people in this world that don't know the home buying process. So what we have done here with revelation, I'm just going to tell you right now, y'all, with revelation from God, He has allowed me to bring together faith and focus, because so many times in the home buying process, we lack the faith to do whatever we need to do. And the cool thing about this is it's across the board. Whether you're buying a home, whether you're trying to lose weight, whether you're trying to get a new job, go into a new career, whether you're trying to go back to school, get a degree, get a doctorate, whether you are investing in the stock market, whatever you're doing, it does not matter, because it transcends across every line. Because the lack that we have in this world, listen to me and listen to me well. The lack that we have in this world across the board is faith and focus. Listen to me, man. The lack that we have in this world is faith and focus. And what we're going to do here on this live video, we're going to talk about faith and focus. So faith is defined in Hebrews 11:1. And listen, if this ain't your cup of tea, it doesn't matter. Hey, you can always log off. But listen, this is what I'm talking about. And I love God. And you will know that I love God. And I will reference my Father a lot. I'm trying to tell you. So faith is defined in Hebrews 11:1 as the substance of things hoped for, and it's the evidence of things not seen. I'll say it again. Faith is defined in Hebrews 11:1. It's defined as things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Let me say it again. The substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. So we lack faith and we lack focus. Listen to me, man. So in the home buying process, and I was telling my wife, Calandria, I was like, babe, I'm trying to separate the two. And I don't know what to do. I'm trying to separate the two. I'm a real estate agent, but first and foremost, I'm a believer in the Most High God. I'm a real estate agent, and I love God. I'm a pastor. I love people. And in my life, I could never separate serving God's people and doing what God has called me to do. So here it is. My life is full of serving. I am a servant by heart, by nature. I wake up in the morning, I'm thinking of ways that I can serve someone. When I go to sleep at night, before I hit my head hit the pillow, I'm thinking about ways I can help somebody. Listen to me and listen to me well. So I've been trying to separate it, but God revealed to me, revelation, here it is, revelation, He revealed to me, He said, Adrian, why are you trying to separate? Why are you trying to separate me from the world? Listen to me. Why are you trying to separate me from the world? Why are you trying to separate me from what I call you to do? Because at the end of the day, my life is a life full of service. And this is the thing. You won't find a lot of people. You won't find too many people that are willing to talk about God on TikTok Live, on Facebook Live, on Instagram Live. You won't find too many people that are willing to talk about God and talk about what they do at the same time. Because the truth of the matter is, as a believer, we know that our calling, the thing that God has called us to do, our assignment in the earth realm, it intertwines with our purpose. Listen to what I'm saying. So it does not matter what I'm doing because it comes back to my purpose, and my purpose is to serve others. Yes. And as believers, we should all be servants of some kind. You ought to always have a mindset. Listen to me. And we're going to talk a lot about mindset. Listen to me. We have to have a mindset that what we're doing in this life is, first of all, is it giving God the glory? That's what I'm talking about. Is it giving God the glory? Is it showing God that I appreciate the opportunity that you have provided for me in this earth realm? Is it doing what you have set it up to do? And here it is. We were born into this earth realm for a purpose, with purpose, and on purpose. Listen to me and listen to me well. You can take notes if you need to. Put it in the comment section, whatever you need to do. But I want to let you know that you were created for a purpose, with purpose, and on purpose. So what does that mean? God did not make a mistake when he made you. Listen to me. Listen to me well. God did not make a mistake when he made you. Here it is. So we're talking about faith and focus. Faith and focus. And like I told you, so many times in this world, we lack faith and we lack focus. Those are the two major things that we lack in the earth realm. Those are the two major things that we lack on our jobs. Those are the two major things that we lack in our personal lives because we don't operate in faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Faith is believing in something that you cannot see until you see what you've been believing for. Listen to what I'm saying. Faith is believing in something that you cannot see until you see what you've been believing God for. That's faith. And then if we are, what's the word I'm looking for? If we are lucky enough, I don't want to use lucky. If we are blessed enough to operate in faith fully, then tends to be a lack of focus. And what we want to do is we want to combine and marry the two. We want to combine and marry the two things that are holding us up from pursuing all that God has us to pursue, from doing all that God has called us to do. So we lack faith and we lack focus. But here it is on faith and focus. Listen, this is episode 1. We're going to be here for a while. We're going to intertwine faith and focus because I want you to be educated about the home buying process, and I want you to have knowledge about God, our Father. Listen to what I'm saying. So we're going to intertwine the two. I'm just giving you a precursor to what's to happen. So here it is. Day 1, we're talking about trusting God's guidance in home buying. Yeah, trusting God's guidance in home buying. Because so many times, whenever we're doing anything in this life, we rarely seek God. Listen to, am I talking? Am I talking? Talk to me, somebody. We rarely seek God. We rarely seek God in what we're doing. We rarely seek God when we are pursuing a new career. We rarely seek God when we are pursuing something in our life. We rarely seek God when we are seeking to go back to school, to start a new career, to make a large purchase in our lives. And in this case, we're so happy to talking about real estate. We're talking about real estate. We're talking about home buying. Where's my faith in my home buying? Yeah. Where's my faith in my home buying? Do I have faith in when I'm buying a home? Do I believe that do I have the substance of things that I'm hoping for? And do I see the evidence of things that I cannot see right now? And here's the thing. The reason that faith and focus goes hand in hand is because believing is just part of it. Doing the work is another part. That's the reason you'll see in the word, faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. If you have the faith to believe it, that's only one part of a two-part solution that you need to be successful in any area of your life. I have faith. I believe that I can do it. But now let me focus on doing what I have believed that I can do. Listen to what I'm saying. So we're trusting God's guidance in our home buying. So the theme for today is embrace fearlessness by trusting God's guidance as you embark on the journey of home ownership. And this is something that I have it in the background. I have it in the background. Listen, my book, I wrote a book. The name of the book is Focus, Envisioning and Fulfilling Your Purpose. You can find this on Amazon. So let me break this down for you. That's the book in the background. Here it is. I believe in acronyms because that's the way that we learn, okay? That's the way that we learn. I believe in acronyms. I'm a proponent of acronyms. I love acronyms. It helps me to remember. It helps me to stay focused. It helps me to combine my faith and my focus to do what I have set out to do. So the F in focus means to be fearless in pursuit of your purpose. So here it is. I want you to define what your purpose is. So we're going to challenge you. I'm going to challenge you on these lives, man. I want you to listen to me. I'm going to challenge you on these lives. I want you to be fearless in pursuit of your purpose. And now I want you to define, what is my purpose? Put that in the comment section. What is my purpose? What is my purpose? Yeah, what a lot of people are living in this life and they don't know what their purpose is. But in this particular case, listen, like I told you, it can go for anything and everything. In this particular case, we're talking about home buying. So I have a purpose to purchase something that will provide security and shelter for my family. All right. What else? I have purpose to purchase something to provide not only security and safety for my family, but to also create generational wealth. Listen, oh my goodness, this is some good stuff. Can I get some hearts, man? I want to see some hearts. Am I talking good? Listen to me. My purpose in this case, we're talking about home buying. What is your purpose? You first have to define what your purpose is. My purpose in purchasing a home is to provide safety and security for my family and for myself. Because statistics shows that when children grow up in the home, listen, and we can go further, man. We can go out there, but particularly in a home, whatever that home is, if it's a mobile home or it's a residential home, listen to me. I'm not talking about apartments. Listen, I'm not even throwing you away if you live in an apartment. You have to do what you have to do right now in order to be able to do what you want to do later. So this ain't even that type of conversation. I'm just saying statistics show that children and people that grow up in a home structure, I'm talking about a standalone, whether it's a mobile home or a stick-built home or a brick home. It still has sticks in it, okay? Whether it's a mobile home or a stick-built home, statistics shows, the number shows that people are better off coming up, living in a place that they feel safe and secure and they have shelter. Listen to what I'm saying. If you live in an apartment, let's just be honest and call me. I'm telling you right now, call me. I have lived in an apartment before. Listen to me. I have lived in an apartment several years of my life. Here it is. When you live in an apartment, you don't feel safe and you don't feel secure. Let's just be honest. And here it is. You are paying rent to a landlord for something that you will never own. So what's my purpose in making this purchase of a home? My purpose is to buy something that will not only provide safety, it will provide security. It will provide shelter. Listen to me. And it will provide generational wealth. See, that's what people don't realize. Buying a home isn't just buying a home so I can keep up with the Jones. No, buying a home is buying something that's going to give me safety, security, shelter, and provide generational wealth. Buying a home, after you buy a home, that home gains equity. It gains value. Keep your home up. Make sure you're keeping it upgraded. It gains equity. It gains value. What's the difference in buying a home and buying a car? As soon as you pull that car off the car lot, your value of that car has just been split in half. As soon as you sign those papers to buy a home, your net worth has just doubled. Listen, man, listen. I'm telling you. I'm not trying to force you to buy anything. This is my thing. I want you to have the faith enough to believe that you can do this. I want you to have the faith enough to believe that you can do this. Because at the end of the day, nobody is going to believe in you like you. And here it is. I don't want to want it more than you want it. Because if I want it more than you want it, you would never take care of what you've been believing God for. In this case, I've been believing God for a home. Yeah. Home is where the heart is. Not apartment is where the heart is. Home is where the heart is. Whether it's a mobile home, manufactured home, or stick-built home. Home is where the heart is. And statistics shows that home provides safety, security, provides a sense of safety. It provides a sense of security. It provides a shelter in place, and it gains financial generational wealth. When you buy a car and you leave the lot, your value of that car has just been split in half. When you buy a home, you sign the papers, your net worth has just doubled. Come on now, let's go. So we're talking about faith and focus in your home buying journey. A lot of times people don't know what it takes to buy a home. A lot of times people don't know what it takes to buy a home. And a lot of people don't feel like they're in a position to buy. But how can you know if you're in a position to buy or not if you're not willing to look at the facts of your life? Listen, how do you know if you're in a position to buy if you're not willing to look at the facts of your life? What do the facts of my life say? The facts of my life says that my credit score is XYZ, ABC, whatever. The facts of life says that I have been working on this job for over 2 years. You only require, if you're working on a job, you only require to have 2 years of consistent employment. Listen, because if the brokers are going to loan you money to buy a home, they need to make sure that you're able to pay this debt that you're about to incur. Now, this is my personal opinion. I'm not a financial expert or a financial guru, but I believe that there's a such thing as good debt and bad debt. Yeah, there's a such thing as good debt and bad debt. So in buying a home, you need to know the facts of your life. What are your credit scores? I need you looking at that. I need you to go to, I believe it's annualcreditreport.com or freecreditreport.com. You get one free credit report every year. Go to that website and pull your credit report. What do you do when you get that credit report? You want to go line by line to make sure the items that are on that credit report are actually your items. Listen, you want to make sure the things that are on that credit report are actually your items. Listen, if they're not your items, you need to dispute them and get them off your credit. Because at the end of the day, it's messing up your credit scores. Yeah, so the facts of life shows you that I need to know what my credit scores are. Number 2, I need to have a consistent work history. Listen. You need to have a consistent work history. And what if I'm self-employed? No problem. 1099 employees, you can buy houses also. You can invest in real estate. Yeah, it's a different process as far as the approval, but you can still buy a home, okay? Provide your 1099. Provide your W-2s. Listen to what I'm saying. To provide those documents, make sure you have consistent work history. If you're self-employed, provide your profit and loss statements. Wait till the loan officer asks for these things. Provide your profit and loss statements. Okay, if you've got a 2-year work history, the banks, the loan officer, the lender, they're going to ask you for 2 years of W-2s. Your last 2 years of W-2s. So if we're in 2025 right now, they want to see 2023 and 2024 W-2s. Not your tax returns, but your W-2s. Pay attention now. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm telling you some key information here. Provide your last 2 years of your W-2s, not your tax returns. If they ask for your tax returns, then you provide your tax returns. But until then, you provide 2 years, the last 2 years of your W-2s. Okay, what else do you need? You need to prepare to have the contact info to your HR representative, your HR rep, your human resource representative. Why do I need that, Adrian? I need that because the lender, the loan officer, they want to make sure, they want to verify your employment. Okay, and there are a few ways to verify employment. They reach out to your HR rep. They also verify your employment by getting the last 2 months of bank statements. They want to see if direct deposits are going into your account. They want to see your account. They will have access to your account. What else do they need? They need the last 2 months of check stubs. Verifying employment. Verifying income. Also, if you live in an apartment, I know I'm giving you a lot of information, but don't worry because we're going to come on here a lot, okay? We're going to be here. We're going to be here. They also want to verify your employment. They want to verify your employment. They want to verify your income, and they want to verify your rent. Okay? VOE, that's a verification of employment. VOI, that's a verification of income. VOR, that's a verification of rent. So they want to verify your employment, your income, and your rent. So you need your landlord information, contact info, phone number, name of the property manager, name of the property, email address. Provide these things, and they will verify your rent because they want to make sure. Listen, before I give you hundreds of thousands of dollars, I need to make sure that you can handle your business. And that's another thing. That's the reason it takes us to focus. Okay? It takes us to focus. So today we're talking about faith and focus in your home buying journey. So we got to trust God's guidance in home buying. This is something that a lot of people will not tell you, but I believe in the power of prayer. Yeah. I believe in the power of prayer. Why? I believe in the power of prayer because prayer, it gets you into the very presence of God. Prayer, it allows you to communicate with God. Prayer allows you to hear the voice of God clearly. And prayer removes distractions from your life. And you get to spend time with God and create relationship with God. So, Adrian, why are you talking about prayer when you're just talking about buying a home? Because in this journey of the home buying process, you're going to have to operate in faith and you're going to have to operate in focus. A part of your faith is having prayer, a prayer life. And when you pray, you are praying and you are asking God for guidance, wisdom, and knowledge. One of the wisest men ever known to mankind and still today is King Solomon. The wisest man in the whole world. You can find him in the book of Proverbs. King Solomon. Yeah, King Solomon. People came from all over the place to get wisdom from King Solomon. King Solomon, I guarantee you, King Solomon had a prayer life. How do I know? Because when God asked Solomon, he said, what do you want? He said, I want to be able to serve your people. I want to be able to serve your people. I want to have the wisdom and the knowledge and understanding to serve your people. So in your prayer life, you ask God for wisdom and guidance in the home buying process. And listen, this is the thing. You seek God on everything. Seek God on what loan is best for you. You talk to the loan officer, of course, yeah, but you're gonna be presented with options. You're gonna be presented with options. So seek God on which option is best for your situation. God will guide you. Seek God on what real estate agent is the real estate agent that you need to go with. Interview people. Don't just go with someone that your cousin or your mother or your father or your sister or your brother said, go with this person here. No, you go with who God sends you to because he knows what's around the corner. You don't. Listen to what I'm saying. So it takes faith and focus in this home buying journey. Yeah. So seek God, trust God's guidance in home buying. So where the F, I forgot to tell you, the F, right? You see it up there. The F, it means to be fearless in your pursuit of your purpose. And what's your purpose? I'm making this large purchase for financial, for security, for my family, for shelter in place, to create generational wealth, and to also have peace of mind. Because if you're praying for the house, you need to also pray for stewardship to be able to afford the house, to be able to maintain the house. Because here it is, I'm going to tell you something that most real estate agents won't tell you, because I operate in faith and focus. Here it is. Don't buy a home if you cannot afford it. Listen to me and listen to me well. If you get approved for $500,000, if you get approved for $500,000, $500,000 loan, you do not have to go and buy a home for $500,000. We're debunking the myths, okay? You don't have to go buy a home for $500,000. You buy a home that fits your needs, first and foremost, and some of your wants. Because this is the thing. I always tell my clients, make a list, 10 items on that list. And when you go into this home, does this home meet at least 8 out of 10 of the items on your list? Does it meet at least 8 out of 10 of the items on your list? No one has ever had a 10 out of 10 on their list. Because it's no such thing as a perfect home. What's perfect? The perfect home for you is the home that was made for you, that fits your situation. Because I don't want you to be financially upside down or house poor because you are approved for $500,000, but you're not able to afford a $500,000 home because you have to factor in expenses, upkeep, maintenance, emergencies. So my advice, my opinion, I'm not a financial expert. I'm not a real estate expert. I practice, okay? Here it is. My financial opinion is to buy something that you can maintain. Don't go under trying to keep up with the Jones, okay? The Jones family. Here it is. Buy something that fits your needs. Create your list, 10 items. What do I need in a home? What's important to me? Is yard space important to me or kitchen space? Is the number of bedrooms important to me or the number of bathrooms? Is the number of bathrooms important to me or carpet on the floors? There's some things that you can do to make it yours. So don't max out your pre-approval amount unless you can afford it. Don't put yourself in a position that you're going to be house poor on month number 2 because you have exhausted all of your resources. Make sure that you buy something that you're comfortable in. Listen, that you're comfortable in. Listen to what I'm saying. Okay, so faith and focus. We have to be fearless in our pursuit of our purpose. In this case, we're being fearless in our pursuit of buying a home. What does that look like, Adrian? Being fearless means I do not allow this situation of the home buying process. I do not allow the home buying process to scare me. That's what it is. Being fearless is the lack of fear. And then, listen, I told you we're going to talk about God and real estate. Here it is. God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and a sound mind. When I was learning how to swim, I learned like 2 years ago. Never swam in my life. I'm 43 years old right now. When I was learning how to swim, I had a spirit of fear come over me. But what I kept repeating was the Bible verse. God has not given me the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and a sound mind. And that's what you have to do. You have to bring your thoughts under subjection. You have to control your thoughts. And that's I'm getting ahead of myself, but we're working on the F right now. Being fearless in the pursuit of your purpose. You cannot allow fear to overtake you. You cannot allow fear to dictate whether you're going to buy a home or not. Don't fear buying a home. Because what are you going to do? You're going to educate yourself. You're going to make yourself knowledgeable about the process. You're going to connect with the right people. You're going to have knowledge. You're going to seek God for wisdom and knowledge and understanding. And here it is. As we buy this home buying process, listen, my hopes are to change the world. I'm going to say it. I'm just going to be honest with you and say it. My hopes are to change the world. Not just my community, not just a generation, but the whole world. Because I have faith that God has called me to the nations, to the world. And whether I'm talking about real estate or talking about God, all of it's going to work together. Romans 8:28. And we know that all things work together for the good of them who love God and who are called according to his purpose. Listen, all of it works together. Stop trying to separate your belief in God with what you do in the earth realm. Because the only reason that you were created to exist in this world, you were created for a purpose, on purpose, and with purpose. Because God has an assignment for you to complete. And in pursuing this assignment, this calling, this purpose that God has given you, owning a secure place, a place that makes you feel secure, a place that makes you feel safe, a place that provides shelter, and a place that creates generational wealth is imperative in your journey in finding your purpose and operating in your purpose. Statistics shows people who have a home, they do better than people who are constantly always moving. And if you don't have peace in your home, listen, I'm purchasing a home because I want peace in my home. You cannot have peace in an apartment. Like I said, you have to do what you have to do right now. That's cool. I've been there. I've done that. In an apartment, you have neighbors that are attached to your walls. One apartment, somebody smoking weed. Another apartment, somebody fussing all the time. Another apartment, they playing music at 5 o'clock in the morning. You just worked overnight. You don't have any peace in your home. How do you get peace in your home? You purchase a home, whether it's a manufactured home, a mobile home, or a stick-built home. You purchase a home so that you can have safety, security, peace, and shelter, and create generational wealth. That's it. So we're going to be fearless in the pursuit of our purpose. In the pursuit of our purpose, the purpose right here is purchasing a home. All right? Why do I need to purchase a home? I'm purchasing a home because I want security, shelter. I want, what else? I want peace. What else do I want? I want sustainability. I want generational wealth. That's how I do it. Okay? So let's talk about it. Joshua 1:9. Joshua 1:9. It's encouragement to be strong and courageous. Courageous. And I always say this right here. To be courageous, you have to be a little crazy. Yeah. To be courageous, you have to be a little crazy. In order for you to be strong, you have to allow yourself to mature from the seasons of dysfunction. You have to allow yourself not to get tied up in the distractions of this world. So in this home buying process, it may seem hard to other people, but when you connect with the right people, it won't be hard at all. I have a track record. I have a 99% success rate with clients who pay attention to the home buying process, who pay attention to my educational videos, who pay attention to my buyer's consultation, who pay attention to the things that I tell them and what they research, because I encourage you to research, but make sure you're getting the right information. I have a 99% success rate with my clients who pay attention. And there are 1% of people, there's 1%, the 1%ers that don't pay attention and they have a rough time in the home buying process. This is a true story. This is true. Statistics shows I have a 99% success rate. If you pay attention, if you do your homework, if you listen, and if you prepare yourself and you gain wisdom and knowledge and understanding of it, you're going to close on your home. And you're not going to be house poor. But the 1% that don't listen, they end up being disgruntled, frustrated, disappointed, and mad. And it's misplaced anger because you're mad at the process when you should be mad at yourself because you didn't listen. Okay. So here it is. Like I said, I have the book available. You can find this on Amazon. Anybody that purchases a house, goes through this home buying process with me, you will receive the signed copy of my book. I wrote this book in 2018, and it talks about being focused, envisioning and fulfilling your purpose, your God-given purpose. And you're going to receive this book. If you buy a home with me, you're going to receive this book. You're going to receive this bracelet. I got a bracelet I wear every day. It says focus. On the other end, it says you got this. You're going to receive this. Yeah. And if you just want to buy the book on Amazon, it's on Amazon. Okay. Go to Amazon, type in focus, envisioning and fulfilling your purpose, or focus, written by Adrian M. Knox. Yeah. So this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to come on here more often, and I want you to listen, pay attention to the book. Can you tell me why the C is red on the book? That's your homework for next time, okay? But have a great day, y'all. It has been a pleasure. My name is Adrian Knox of Knox Legacy Group, brokered by Visions Realty Co. here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. It doesn't matter if you're outside of the state of Alabama, we still can help you, okay? We have partners in the state of Texas, in the state of Georgia, in the state of Tennessee, in the surrounding states. And even if you live beyond those states, if you live in Florida, Mississippi, South Carolina, North Carolina, Nevada, California, it does not matter. Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, Washington State, the state of Washington, Idaho, Illinois, Ohio, Maine, New York. It does not matter. Virginia, wherever you live, we can help you. Missouri, we can help you. The Midwest, Kansas, we can help you. Listen to what I'm saying. We can help you. I'm telling you. Kansas City, Missouri, baby, we can help you. St. Louis, Missouri, we can help you. We have partners all over the United States of America. And even if you want to buy across seas, guess what? I have partners across seas in foreign lands. I'm trying to tell you, man. Dubai, what are you talking about? Kuwait, what are you talking about? I got Europe, I got people over there. Germany, it does not matter. Africa, it does not matter. Asia, Australia, it does not matter. Wherever you are, we can help you. So if you go through this process with me, you're going to receive this book, Focus, Envisioning Your and Fulfilling Your Purpose. You're going to receive this bracelet, Focus, you got this. And this is my time. If you, listen, need a real estate agent, if you're in the market to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, call me today at 205-239-2715. Also, you're going to see me do Facebook Reels. You're going to see me do Instagram Reels. You're going to see me all over social media. I'm telling you, it's just because the reason that you haven't known me yet, because you don't know me yet. I'm telling you, I'm operating in faith and real estate, y'all. I'm telling you right now. The reason that you don't know me yet, because you don't know me yet. I'm telling you, pay attention. This is my time. And as I always say, peace. I'll holla, baby. Yeah.